That's what I'm saying. Like social media is kind of made worlds collide, but at the same time, it's not it's not real, bro. Like to me, it's not real. So sometimes I be needing like breaks from it.
I get it. I don't think of it as if it's real or if it's fake because people are gonna. But think about it, right? Like even like if people show you like pictures on their phone, they still will only show you the good pictures, or they only gonna say the good pictures.
That's a fact.
So like, would you consider that real or fake? Cause like it's the same context. Like, or think about like how people used to like develop photos, right?
Mm-hmm.
How you go get these pictures developed, now you got a book, right? You will only show that book with the good pictures. You take the other pictures out and you can put them up under the mattress. But the good pictures, you're like, oh, look at me on my trip. Right, so like, no matter how you put it, whether if you think it's real or fake, like people still like they're gonna pick and choose what to show you.
That's a fact.
So
that's what I'm saying. That's the whole. But
that's why I
goes
feel
back
like,
to the pictures though.
But then that's why I don't feel like it's real fake. Because even if you let's say we were pen pals, right? Mm-hmm. And we have never met, right? Mm-hmm. I've never told you.
I had a pen pal back in the day. Though.
Really?
Yeah, I had some girl, but I wrote her back, and I don't know if she ever got it back. She ain't got the letter. Shout out.
That'd be funny if she ever watched this. Yo, if you do, shout them out. Write them back. But yeah, so like you got a pen pal, and you basically telling that person what it is that you want to tell them. Mm-hmm. Or even if we friends in school, I can tell you everything that I want you to hear and make it feel like it's real.
But are we really friends?
We could be real friends.
See, now I feel like
you don't think this
can't
feel
be
like
real friends.
Alright, hold on. This is a great thing right here, right?
You can't be real friends, bro.
Hold on. I'm about to school it real quick.
I'm right here.
Alright. Me and you, right? We was friends. Mm-hmm. I didn't know fully too much about you. But we were friends, right?
At what point though?
Let's go.
So you talking about when we first met, then
not from when we first met.
Alright, so what?
Let's go 3 to 6 months in. Right?
Okay.
3 to 6 months in.
And that's even in a relationship you don't know everything about somebody.
Hey, let's go 2 years in.
Okay.
Let's go 2 years.
2 years sounds good.
You feel me? I still never have been to your crib at that time.
2 years?
Bro,
that's cap.
I only been in your crib once.
That's cap. I was living on 8th in 2 years into our friendship.
No.
Facts.
No.
Yeah, bro. I bet you I was in
think about it. Then think about it. I ain't go to your crib then.
Guess you. Bro, we was working at Kmart together.
When I went to your crib?
Yeah. The other crib I was using the home. Because it was
Exactly. So think about it, right? 2 years into it, that's when I finally got to the other crib.
Yeah.
But that was like after. So the beginning of the first 1 and 2, I ain't seen nothing.
That's a fact.
So you could have told me anything you wanted to, but I wouldn't know. Right. You like, yo, I got this at the crib, I got that at the crib, and I would have never known.
I mean, you know I had an Xbox that I would be playing.
I didn't even know that. Cause the thing is, right? You spend so much time at my crib. I was like, I ain't got no Xbox. Like this nigga with me, like this nigga playing my Xbox.
I had Xbox.
So it's like, even in that case, right? You could have told me what it is that I wanted to hear, or what you thought I wanted to hear, and would that have been real or fake? Would have that?
Would have been fake.
That was lying. It would have been fake for that, but we was in real life.
Yeah.
So whether I feel like it's social media or in actual life,
you think people just gonna hide their bad shit?
Correct.
I feel you, but that's what I'm saying. Like,
so that's why I feel like social media has some realness to it.
No, I'm not saying that it's 100% fake, but I'm saying that it's fake because of people. Like again, people get to pick and choose what they show. They don't show the entirety of the process. Like you don't like you when you look at people on doing workout videos. You see their muscles already.
Yeah, you don't see the trial.
You don't see when they was fat. You don't see when they was skinny. You don't see when they couldn't lift the weight that they got in their hand. Unless they want you to, I'm at a certain point, I'm comfortable with myself, I want to motivate somebody. I'll show you when I was skinny. I'll show you when I was fat. I'll show you that I wasn't just born this way. Because in my mind, granted, I know you probably wasn't born that way, but you look like you was that way since I met you. If you think back as far as you remember Morgan Freeman on TV.
Now he was old.
He was always old.
That's
And
crazy.
then you see a young picture, like, nigga, when was you this young? Like, you feel me? See, so that's what I'm saying. Like, those are the parts of social media that I feel is that sometimes I need a break from, because it's like it grows on you. Just like with women, bro. Every other post you see a girl shaking her ass.
That's facts.
And is every girl ass fat? No, but every girl that you see, every girl posing with their ass out. They got, for me, like, making it look bigger or whatever they can, however they angle it. So if you think about it, like, you're not your girl, but people have those issues in relationships because their girl feel like, oh, I don't look like this. So it messes with their security.
And self-esteem.
Right, and self-esteem. So it's like, if she's coming to you and you not building it, because on your timeline is the same thing, you feel me? It's like, and you like, oh, you going crazy, or you and your homeboys on the phone on the game, whatever, y'all going crazy over these joints with the cheeks.
With the cheeks.
Shorty gonna be mad, like, Shorty gonna start feeling like, damn, maybe I need to go see Dr. Miami.
Get that baby
You know what I mean? Yeah, like, I'm over here, I'm eating hot dogs and chips and candy and all that. I know your chips is crazy, but yeah, like, she over here stuffing her face watching movies, and she feeling insecure because she got the little love handles, and she like, maybe I could trade this fat right here for some fat in my butt, and my man would be going crazy. And it's like, but you know, and that's another story, but like, that's what I'm saying, like, it just, you feel me? Like,
no, I get what you mean.
Every girl on Instagram is a model.
I get what you mean, but I feel like, you know, there's always two parts to every story.
Nah, I feel you, but like I said, that's not 100% fake, but I feel like that because people dwell on the negatives of their life, and then they go on their view, like, if you're not self-secure, if you're not self, like, if your self-esteem is not high, then you are going to go and see these things, and if the people around you aren't, you know, like, pouring into you like the security, then they're gonna, like, especially your girl, your significant other, not pouring into you those things, reassuring you, then you're gonna fall into that. Like, damn, this is what life is like now. This is like, you know, I gotta shake my ass to get 1,000 likes,
or to just get my man to look at me.
to get my man to look at me, to get men outside to look at me. I gotta wear eyelashes and all this other stuff. And again, it's funny because guys always say, like, I don't like that. Like, how many guys you know?
I'd be like, oh, she got some nice ass eyelashes.
Yo, how many guys you know that be like, yo, I love when a girl got natural hair.
Nah, that's like, I love it. Love it.
I get to play in it. I get to see you do it. You feel me? Like,
I love natural hair.
I love it. But how many girls got natural hair?
Nails, all that. Love it.
How many girls really is secure with themselves with natural hair?
Not too many.
Unless they got long natural hair.
True.
Like, I need my shorty. If you got the Caesar, let me see the seed. I need to see it.
Not the seed.
If you got the fro, let me see the little froski. You got the mill braids, let me see those.
Not the necks.
She got the neckies, I'll rub your hand, girl. Don't lie. If you my shorty, I'm gonna show you that love. I swear.
You gonna rub the scalp?
I'll rub your scalp. Palm your scalp. Kiss your scalp.
I'm not gonna palm your scalp.
I'm palming it. My hands probably ain't big enough, but I'll put my hand on top. Look like a yarmulke. Facts, though.
I'm like, yo, this is a basketball?
Word. Stop playing.
Nah. That's wild. Yo, when do you think you became, like, self-secure with yourself? Like, what age did you feel like, yo, I know who I am. I know, like...
30.
30? Really?
This year.
Really?
Last year. Facts. Because, you know, it was always building up. But it was never like that. Like, it was always little things I would have to tweak, or somebody would say something that would knock down the deck of cards, you feel me, like the house of cards. But then I realized, like, I can't be doing the house of cards no more. I gotta put something else that's more like strong, like a stronger foundation. So it's like, alright, cool, like, because there's people, even people close to you, they say things, they assume who they think you should be. Like they start speaking things and they be like, you gotta adopt these things because it's, that's who I think you should be, type of thing. And if you're not strong-willed, like strong-minded, if you're not sure of yourself, then you'll fall into who you think everybody else think you should be. And you start living that out, and you realize, like, damn, that's not who I am. That's not my purpose. That's not who. So last year was like, well, this age
is when it started.
Is when it started. When I started to really look at myself and be like, yo, like, nah, bro, you're not who XYZ said you was. Like, you don't like the things, like, you don't like the girls XYZ said you like. Like, you don't need to be the type of person that this person said you should be. Like, be who you want. Because you got the power to really, feel me, stop trying to please everybody. And that was my problem. I always wanted people to like me. So I always trying to please people. Because I'm so adaptable. It's like, everybody like me. And it's like, it's cool if you get a couple of people that don't fuck with you. Like, fuck that. Everybody ain't supposed to like you. You're not supposed to be for everybody.
Nah, you really not.
Yeah, because you stretch yourself thin trying to please everybody, bro. So yeah, I think this age, facts, was the one I was like, it was like the light bulb went off and I was like, oh.
Kind of made you feel like, yeah, I got a strong foundation.
Yeah, like.
This is no longer a house of cards, this is a house of bricks.
That's a fact. You're not knocking them, so you gotta get the bulldozer, even the bulldozer, because you feel me, God got me. You feel me? Like, that's what it comes. Yeah, like, it's not happening. Well, same question though for you.
I think 25. Like as you know, for me, like I'm a very like strong-minded person. I don't really let people kind of like intimidate me or make me feel insecure about myself, like, or make me feel less than what I am with myself, because I'm happy with who I am. And I think around that age is when, like, you remember, I had my little depressed moments and little weirdness that was going on, and then life was hitting hard. I ain't gonna hold it. It was definitely hitting something a little different. And after I overcame that, I feel like that's where it was almost like I think you used this one time, a phoenix rising from the ashes.
That's a fact.
And it was like I was kind of like understanding who I actually was, and whatever I wanted to do is all that really mattered. It's not necessarily what anybody else cared about. And I really spread my wings that year. That's when I just was doing everything for me.
Yeah.
Whether if it was going out, going to hang out, going to do this, going to do that. I think that age for me is when I blossomed.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah.
I got something to say for that. You touched on the different ages when you was 25, I was probably, when you was 25, I was probably like messing up from me trying to figure out who I was still. Maybe I thought I had a good grasp on who I was, but everybody puts, I feel like for the masses, I'm not saying everybody, but the masses put, when you 30, you supposed to have X, Y, Z. Everybody feels like the race is to 30.
I don't think so.
I'm gonna say this. Everybody feel like, if you think about a lot of things, like, or if you listen or go back on your social media feed, a lot of people feel like 30 is the year where you're supposed to have your life in order. Everything's supposed to be intact. Finances, spirituality, self-esteem, everything, physicality, mental, supposed to all be intact, supposed to be on point, so you can get to the next. And I'm like, yo, you don't realize how young 20 or 30 is. Like, granted, there's people that are at different, like, everybody got to run their own race.
Yeah.
Like,
100%.
So if you running a race with the expectation that 30 is supposed to be the year where everything is good, and then you're supposed to just glide from, you're supposed to just sail to next ages, and you're already whether you retired or a millionaire or whatever.
Like you hit your peak.
Yeah, like you got everything figured out, then you wrong.
Yeah, but you still got wrong to do.
Yeah, like I feel like 30 is, and I ain't gonna front, like when Jay-Z and them was saying 30 is the new 20, I ain't really get it, because I'm just, like, for me, I'm like, 11, 12, 13. I'm like, 30's old.
He like, I can't wait to get to 20.
You know what I mean? Yeah, like, I'm trying to get 17, 18 for like, but 30 is the new 20, and I'm like, I'm not saying it is, but I can see why they said that.
Okay.
Because it's like 30 is like the for me it's like the fundamental time where you just like, oh, I've been here for a while. I get it now. Feel me? Like I'm in my prime. Like I get it. Like I understand it more. Like the game started to slow down. Some people, the game slowed down earlier.
Yeah.
18.
Yeah.
Feel me? 20. Some people it slow down later.
Yeah.
60. So I think that a lot of people, this is my advice to y'all, like I think a lot of people should stop living by the standard that 30 is the year where everything's supposed to just click for you. Like if it's not clicking for you at 26, 27, 28, 30, it's okay. You feel me? Like it's alright.
Yeah.
Like run your race.
Correct.
Because sometimes like sometimes it's not your time.
Yeah. And if you try to run somebody else's race, you just go mess up your life for the rest.
Yeah,
of
you
life.
fall.
You're gonna force yourself to try to meet these qualifications, and
Yeah.
you're just gonna wind up failing.
Right, hurting yourself. That's when depression pops in. That's when anxiety pops in. Feel me? You start, and I think that like people should just like, if your homeboy is doing well, congratulate him. Because at the end of the day, that's his path. Congratulate him. See what you can do to help him. See if you get some tips. But don't try to live his life, because that brings a lot of animosity towards you. Like, you start feeling like, damn, I hate this nigga now. Like, why is everything working out for him and not me, or her and not me? Feel me? Why is everything just falling in your lap? And we've been chilling, kicking each other. Like, for me, I look better than her. I look better than him. Like, I get more money than him, but everything seems to be, it's not your time. Yeah, it's not your time.
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta hold the door. You feel me?
And you know what's crazy? It was weird that you say that, because for a long time I used to kind of hate my birthday. So each time I would get a year older, I would get like almost depressed, like a week or two before. Right? And I would kind of feel it, like it would just hit hard, and I was just like, where am I at in my life? And it would kind of just suck. Like I would just be like, I don't even want to celebrate my birthday. Like I just wanted to like just be in the house at this point. And it was just because I felt like I wasn't where I needed to be in life. I didn't have certain things together. I didn't have the job that I was looking for. I wasn't making the right amount of money. I didn't have this, that, whatever it was.
That's a fact.
It would just hit hard right closer to my birthday, because I knew I was about to turn another age. It did not have my stuff in order.
Yeah.
And then coming to that realization that it ain't my time yet.
Yeah.
Like if we look at like Kenny, Kenny was
Yo,
doing good for a while.
Yo, and that's shout out to bro, because I love bro.
Nah,
like,
big
that's
facts,
my
big
boy.
facts. Like,
And when I said the whole, that's what I was thinking
I
about.
know,
When I said
I
that.
know.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, oh, let's go tie together.
Yeah.
I was like, that's actually perfect. But but yeah, so like think about, okay, first trip, right? We went to Miami.
Yeah.
Not everybody was on their feet.
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
Like I was doing decent.
Yeah.
Kenny,
I was alright.
Kenny was doing pretty good for
Yeah.
himself. You feel me? And like literally, we went out there and like it was like, yeah, you could tell who's ready and who's not ready.
Right.
Like, and you know, it's cool.
Right.
'Cause at some point, we all go get there.
And I'm happy you brought him up, because I was going to use a lot of subliminals from that situation, but like Kenny was a really eye-opening person for me. Like Kenny, like, because the things I thought was important to everybody else, he showed me that those things weren't important to him. So, like, Kenny was the first dude that I hung out with on a regular basis, besides probably Kadeem, that I watched pray. And that right there opened my mind. I was like, oh, this nigga pray? Like, I thought I was like one of the only young niggas that prayed, because my mom was so religious, you feel me, so spiritual and shit. So I'm thinking that like it's just me. So like I don't pray in front of people because of like I don't want to hear nobody talking shit, whatever the case is. But he sat there and he's like, yo, bro, I forget what he said word for word, but like the paraphrase, he goes, yo, bro, don't judge me. But,
yeah, that sounds like Kenny.
Yeah, like, bro,
that's probably word for word.
Yeah, he's like, don't judge me, but I'm about to, yo,
don't judge me, though.
right, yeah, like, I'm about to, yo, like, he was like, before we leave, I gotta do this.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, bro, do what you gonna do. I don't know what he about to do, but I'm like, do what you gonna do. And bro got on the side of his bed and started praying. And I was like, oh, I need to pray too. Like, facts. Like, when I was sitting there, because I'm like, damn, this nigga got, like, morals and, like, from, like, he also know that there is something higher, that he's not doing this by himself.
Yeah.
And I got right, on the other side of the bed, and I did my little prayer by myself in my head. And I was like, yo, that's what's up. And I think that's when it, like, became, like, me and this thing will be cool. Like, it's my mans.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, Kenny was the first one with a car for me. Kenny put me on the college that I graduated from, the basketball team and everything.
Yeah.
Like, he was like 2 semesters ahead of me or whatever, because I was struggling trying to figure out school and all that. But yeah, and then it was easy for me to, I tell him all the time too, like, so it won't be news to him, but I would look at Kenny and be like, damn, bro, like a lot of things happen by osmosis with me and Kenny. Like, he was he big into sneakers, but he also like just a regular fly nigga.
Yes, he was big into sneakers.
Yeah, so like I would, because I hang out with him, like I would hear the conversation. I didn't know about Jordans like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like some of the people I hung out with, they knew about Jordans, but they wasn't really trying to spread the knowledge or whatever. But he like, yo, bro, what you think about these? Yeah, like, and I'm like, bro, I don't know what those are. And he's like, yo, these are 5, these are 10, these are 12. So I'm like, oh, okay, now I get it. Foams, like just mad different sneakers, and I'm like, all right, cool. And he would just cop them, and he would like, you know what, like I got the money, like I like whatever, and he go back into grind mode. Kenny didn't party.
Nah, he didn't.
For me, Kenny wasn't hanging out outside.
You see, we were sleeping in that car.
Right. Kenny didn't. Right. Facts though. Like Kenny hung out because like, and like no disrespect, and not trying to like take nobody's clout or glamour or nothing. But Kenny hung out because of us. Like, you feel me? Like, he hung out because of me. I was hanging around most of the time, but hang out because of us. Like, Kenny would, like, he played ball and stuff like that, but he was in the crib.
He was in the crib.
We doing his thing, clean the sneakers, chill, go to sleep.
Yeah,
get ready for work.
Just to put it out there, he was with us when we tried to buy them sneakers together.
Mm-hmm.
Just want to put that out there.
Kenny was definitely with us.
Definitely there. He was able to buy his own.
That's a fact.
I think he might have had them already.
Early, right.
But, yeah, he was definitely there.
But I realized that over the time that I know familiarity breeds contempt, right? So when you were around somebody for a long time, or over time, you start to like see things, and you be like, damn, like I should have that. Like I should be doing that. And because it's not happening for you, you get mad at the person it's happening for.
Mm-hmm.
I started to see that in myself sometimes, and I'd be like, nah, like that's bro. Like I shouldn't be mad at him.
Should be happy for him.
He got a car before me. He got his license before me. I shouldn't be. I took my dream before him. Like, and it was like it's like you put yourself, and this sometimes it's a problem. You put yourself in these competitions with your friends, and it's like when they get it, you don't get it. And it's still a long time before you get it. It's like you mad. And it's not I'm mad at you, it's just I'm mad that I didn't get it first.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like I'm not mad at you per se, you're still my man, but I'm just mad because like in this little competition that we had that you didn't know we had, you won.
Yeah.
And it's like fuck. Like, you know? So but yeah, it's like sometimes it's like it's good to be competitive with your friends, but at times it's like it's not because you gotta know when to let it go.
Yeah.
Like, you feel me? He was doing a lot of leveling up. But also Kenny is a person that he speaks highly of himself. So when he's around people, it seems as though he's trying to put you down to big yourself up, but it's like I'm just bigging myself up. I'm just proud of myself.
Yeah. So you feel like, damn man, like why you putting me down? Why you bring yourself?
Right.
Like
why you cocky? Like you
start.
yeah.
But it's like yo, it's a good thing to be cocky.
Yeah. At times.
At times, like because like if you don't big yourself up, other people won't.
Yeah.
So like you gotta be your own cheerleader to a certain extent.
That's a fact.
And I definitely I feel that because a lot of times I'm very cocky, especially with certain things that I do, and it's just like yeah. ain't nobody taking this from
Yeah,
me.
I
Like,
think this is the most consistent I've been.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, hell yeah, like I'm confident in who I am. I'm self-assured. Like ain't nobody. Nigga be like, you ugly. You mad. Like, you know?
don't bring your girl around me.
Right. And when I go home, I'm not even. That's not even gonna be a thought in my mind. I'm not gonna look in the mirror and be like, oh, this nigga called me. Oh, this girl called me ugly. Like I'm not even gonna think about you when I look in the mirror.
I ain't gonna hurt her when I was a kid. Bro, you know how like back in the day they used to rape people?
Yeah.
Right? Or you like text them like, oh, rape me, and then they'll rate like a picture. Like, I'm not saying I'm
Pre-smasher pass?
Kind of like that, like that. And I ain't saying I'm like drop dead gorgeous. I'm not saying that I'm like super fried, but I know I look alright. You know what I mean? I ain't gotta be the best, but I'm alright. You know what I mean? I pull them.
Yeah.
This girl rated me a 2. I was like,
a 2? Nah, I got some crazy journeys.
I was like, a 2?
2 is wild. 2 is OD though.
Bro, it was crazy, right?
It
was crazy, right? And then Z did it, right? And at the time, he was still young. He got a 4. I was like, how you get high enough than the other?
You not even mad. You more mad at this nigga got the 4 than me.
I got the 2. It wasn't even more so like, he got a low number 2, but it was like, yo, how you get a higher number than me?
Nah, you stupid.
Nah, I'm so serious. I was like, nah, I get a 2.
Y'all both ugly in her eyes. It don't matter who got a 2, who got a 4. They're both ugly.
But the 2 is least likely to get with her.
The 2 is
the 2 is
4 you got potential.
Exactly. You got a little something.
5.
You got the late night.
Yeah,
like,
nah.
But the 2 is like, you gotta stay from a distance.
Yeah, the 2. I ain't never got no 2 before,
I got a 2,
but
bro. I was like, and I didn't even know her. And I was just like, damn.
yeah, in middle school. So one time in middle school, I was we used to play 49ers.
Oh yeah.
So we was
That
playing
was
49ers
a
on a
big
football
game.
field, whatever. And and these girls used to come over and they used to try to like take the ball from us and like make us chase them and stuff like that. So it was my turn to throw the ball. So I seen all the other dudes like dubbing them like, nah, I can't throw or whatever. So it's my turn to throw the ball, and Shorty, she was a bad little light skin drink too back in the day, facts. And
Back in her day?
I don't know what she looked like now, but back then she was wavy. She had little cheeks. She was wavy.
Okay.
And she had the dark skin chick with her. The dark skin chick was aight. No disrespect.
I was just about to say
Nah,
that.
it was good, 'cause
I knew that was coming up.
No, she glowed up though. I ain't gonna front.
Okay.
But back then she wasn't like crazy.
Nah. And you know, like a lot of kids is like that though. Like they don't
Yeah.
look good when, cause like you know, might get that ring on your lip.
Yeah,
or
like
the
she
kid
was,
too much. You might
like she just didn't front herself, but you know
Yeah.
she was trying.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. She was alright. Like she wasn't trash.
Right.
Anyway, she ended up like, so they was like, all the guys was yelling at me like, no, don't give him the ball. And I was like thinking like, all right, give her the ball, let's let her throw it, see what she do.
Mm-hmm.
But they like, no, don't give it to her, don't give it to her. So I'm like, damn. So I look at her and I just threw the ball, and they was like, you ugly. And I was like, damn. Like, which one hurt worse? Like, the all the OGs was telling me not to give her the ball, or that she said I was ugly. So now I'm just sitting there like, I don't want to play no more. Like, because niggas is calling me chop. That's foul. Like, that's foul.
I don't think I ever got called chop to the point where I don't want to play no more.
Yo, I ain't want to play. I mean, I went back and I stayed in the back. Like, nobody could see me.
Nah, that's crazy.
I was sad. I ain't gonna front.
Nah. I can't. Nah, that's crazy.
I ain't gonna front. I was sad. I'm gonna run from this asshole. Come on.
Oh, come on.
It's 3-3. I'm running from
Bro,
this.
it's your plug, my boy.
Is it my plug?
Yeah, my boy.
How many cards you got?
1, 2,
Nah,
3,
you
4,
probably
5, 6, 7. I got 7.
Good.
It's almost like we started over.
You started.
I got one.
I got one.
Okay.
Pick up two. They don't want to give me nothing.
Pick up 2. I got 5 on it. Messing with that.
That's a skip.
I got 5 on it. Let's go half on a pack. I got
Come
5
on, give me something nice.
on it. Yeah, Uno out, baby. Yo, whoever said I was gonna win,
Nigga,
right?
nigga was plucking cards.
Saucy.
Nigga was plucking cards while we wasn't even.
Yeah, I like how I made him look like he was gonna come back, and then he got smacked. You feel me?
You don't even believe the shit you be chatting, bro.
I don't believe it. You don't think so? I got nothing but faith in. Come on, I'm
Supposed to have faith.
got faith in the cards. I'm out here on my Yu-Gi-Oh. I'm like,
That's what's that.
that's dope.
Wow.
Yo, I had a question. Another question. This is probably my final question for you.
What's up?
Alright. So do you think this year, right?
2023?
2023, you have any I guess you could say animosity or anger towards anything, or feel like you need to get something off your chest and fully address? And if you do, how do you think you'll do it this year?
Any animosity or anger towards
Anything in your life that has happened or not has happened, and you feel like there's certain people you may need to have a certain conversation with or not have a conversation with. Are you gonna have that conversation this year? And if not, how you gonna like form this question?
I'll tell you this though. I don't have no animosity or anger towards anybody or anything, but there are definitely conversations I want to have with people, whether if we're going to do it here, be indirectly, and hopefully, they watch it, then they can hit me up and we can have an open conversation.
Okay.
But this is the biggest thing right here. Worry about yourself. Like, I've had a lot of different conversations with different people that's close to me, and my biggest thing too is silence, bro. Like,
silence is loud, though.
If you don't hear me responding or talking back to you, because I'm just not feeling the vibe.
Okay.
Like, I'm not feeling the vibe of, because like there are things that people are so judgmental, and if the shoe fit, wear that motherfucker until it don't fit no more. Till you outgrow it. Like, there are people that judge other people's lives, but not looking in the mirror at what they're doing. Please mind your business. Please mind the business that paid you. Like, mind the business that makes you successful, because talking about other people, you have to realize, and I'm guilty of it too. I ain't gonna front. I'm guilty of it too. But talking about other people, and then your life is not peaches and cream. You have things that you need to fix, things that you've been doing for years, and saying that you want to change, and you're still doing the same things, finding yourself in the same place. Like, stop worrying about what other people aren't doing. Like, do you, for real. Like, this is the year. Like, and I've said this from before the year started. This year feels different. Like, you feel me? It feels like we've been given another chance. It feels like we want to have more successful entrepreneurs, or whatever the case is, what you're doing, like millionaires and just more successful people this year and going forward. Like, and I feel that about myself. Like, another thing I told y'all when I was shouting out the No Tomorrow thing, but another thing, one of my homeboys told me, shout out Rakim. I was staying with him for a couple months, and he told me in a conversation, we was talking about like aliens and like the different people that was like coming from outer space and living here and stuff like that, and posing themselves as humans.
Yeah.
I asked him if he believed in it, and he told me that he believes anything is possible because he believes anything is possible for himself. And when he told me that joint struck lightning in me.
Nah, that was some powerful words.
I said, ooh. Like, I'm copywriting it. So don't go and try to steal it before this show's over, before whatever.
Bro, it's probably in one of his books.
It might be.
It's supposed to be in
his
next book.
Go check out my boy's book for real.
Yeah.
He got
We'll put it in the description.
That's a fact. Yeah, he got a couple of drinks. You out there? Yeah,
It's not about love.
that's love though. That's
It's
love
not about
right
love,
there. Yeah. But yeah, so he told me that, and I was like, damn, I never thought of that before. Anything is possible because I believe anything is possible for me. And I started to live by that. I said, you know what? Anything is possible for me. If I want something, if I want to grab something, I want to have something, own something, learn something, I can do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm telling y'all the same thing. Like anything is possible for you. So stop worrying about what other people doing, not doing, and because if it don't affect you directly, then leave it alone for real. And I think that's the only thing I could possibly say this year that's something I feel like I need to get off my chest. I love the fact that we're doing a podcast. It's therapy.
Nah, it is.
But yeah, like that's it for real. What about you?
Okay. But I told you I was gonna have something for you.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
I think for me this year, there's a few conversations I have to have. And I don't fully know how I'm going to address them, but I feel like time has been going on for way too long. And I feel like I either need to have these conversations now or never. And if I don't have these conversations, I feel like the animosity or the anger or whatever you want to call it within inside myself is just going to continue to grow. And if I allow that to continue to grow, then it's almost like
this is fire. I can feel this is fire right here.
Nah, cause it's really like it's gonna become something more than what it actually needs to be. It's gonna become basically me throwing a bunch of different things into this one big ball and smacking you.
Some people ain't ready for that,
and you're not. And
some of it might not be for them.
It might not. It might not. But you're gonna get whatever anger is there, and bang, and you're just gonna be like, really? That's how you feel? And it's like, you know what? Yeah. And I felt like so just not too long ago, I just came back from Houston. Right? Just came back from
bro.
Houston. Yeah. I went on a business trip, learned a few things, you know, and that was one of the things that it kind of like taught me. It was saying, you know, there was 7 different things, right?
Which one stood out to you?
The one that stood out to me.
I don't want you to forget your thought though.
Oh no, you good. The one that stood out to me, I was actually going to go into this as well, was what effect does this person have on you, and how can you change the dynamic, right? And when I thought about it, I was like, what effect does this person have on you? And in the class, they had us like write the person's name down, and it's in our own personal.
Does it have to be somebody that is?
It could be anybody
working with you.
It could be it could be personal, in your regular life. It could have been somebody that's working with you. It could have been somebody you just met on the street.
Okay.
It doesn't matter who it was, but they told us to write down a name. Right. Wrote the name down, and I started looking at each question and trying to see if I is really giving this person a chance. Like, am I doing this? Yeah, I'm doing that. Okay. Am I doing this? I might not be doing that to the full extent. Am I doing this? No, I'm not doing that at all. So it kind of like opened up my eyes to see, okay, maybe I can possibly talk or deal with this person in a different manner. And I feel that's how I'm trying to live for 2023. Trying to see different perspectives, trying to open my mind a little more and not necessarily be stuck in my own way. Why? Because I know I'm very stubborn at times. I know I could feel like it's my way or no way.
Too young to be stuck in your own ways.
Very much true, very much true. And sometimes I feel like I'm too smart for my own good as well. Or I think I know a lot of different things as well. So it's a lot of different things that I'm trying to work on, but I think going into this year, I'm definitely gonna have a few conversations that's gonna make or break that relationship.
Yeah, and more times than not, they should. That both parties care about each other, as they say they do. They should make the relationship.
Correct. But if you got 2 stubborn persons, sometimes all you get is nothing. But you know, I think this should be a positive outcome for this year. whether if it works out or doesn't work out.
Yeah.
I think it's a lot of weight lifted off my shoulders. A lot of feelings that I had inside that are now gonna be gone.
Shit, a lot of weight lifts on your back, your shoulders, your mind.
And then maybe I might just feel a little different.
Yeah.
After having these conversations.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you, yo, if you need to have those difficult conversations with anybody, for real, like, have them. The difficult conversations is the ones that you need to have. That stop shying away from the friction.
Mm-hmm.
Like, sometimes you need that, because if you harbor these things and you harbor things from childhood, harboring things from yesterday, like, from it's gonna follow you. And every time you get into conversations with somebody else and it's not about those things particularly, you still gonna be harboring those things. Like, you gotta.
It's almost like you're dwelling on them.
Yeah,
it's
you
like,
are.
I kind of want to say this, but
Yeah, exactly. And then, then you have triggers from other people. It spills over into other relationships, because it's like, it's not that person's fault. Like, it's just like dealing with a hard iron break.
Yeah.
Like, it's not my fault that you are hurt. You feel me? It's not my fault that your heart is broken. But I'm the person that has to deal with it. So, yeah, I think that's dope. I'm proud of you for coming to the realization.
Appreciate it.
It's hard when you're a stubborn person. Like me, I'm stubborn about certain things, but I feel like I'm mostly an open-minded person.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas I listen to both sides. I know how I feel, but I can understand how you feel. Even if, like I told you last episode, even if I'm right, I could possibly be wrong in the situation.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so it's like, for you to make that step, bro, that's big, bro, because it just opens up so much more opportunity. Sometimes you block your blessings with people, with God, because you're not forgiven.
True.
You're harboring these hurts, so now it's like I said, it's spilling over to your work, it's spilling over to your relationships, spilling over to just your personal life in general.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's really dope. I think that at the end of the day, the best advice I can give you is to not that you asked me, but the best advice I can give you or anybody else that's dealing with having tough, different conversations is make sure you say everything that you want to say. Make sure you get every point, every piece, everything out your system. Because once it's all out there, you feel better about yourself. If the person can't deal with it, receive it, whatever the case is, they feel like they don't want to deal with it no more, you said it.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's like the response might not be necessary. I need to vent.
Yeah.
And now I cleaned the vents out and I'm valid now.
Now I'm a whole new person.
Yeah, like I'm good. And then we can have this open floor to have the conversation. But at the same time, it's like, I'm good right now. I'm in a better place than I was yesterday. You feel me? So, yo, for real, like, yo, life at 30 is all about growing pains. It's all about, like, growth. It's all about life experiences, getting from one place to the next. You know, no matter how old you are, whether you 10, 18, 30, 57, if I say your age, I'm sorry, 80, it don't matter. It's all about growing. It's about transition. Obviously, our stories and where we come from, the backgrounds we come from. And we're not glorifying being broke. We're not glorifying being poor. We're not glorifying, dropping out of school or fighting or things that we had to do to get to where we are now. But we just want to shed light on those things because it's a part of our story, and it might be motivation for somebody else that might be going through something similar. Like, granted, we're not gangsters. We didn't have to go shoot guns and rob people and sell drugs and stuff like that. We didn't rap, whatever. We wasn't sleeping in crazy situations, but we did have regular situations that just was unfortunate for us. You feel me? We didn't have the silver spoon. We didn't have the mom or the dad together. We didn't have the mom or the dad that left us something, you feel me, set things up for us. You feel me? It was just, we had to make do. We had to figure it out. And out of figuring it out, we became friends and we became brothers. You feel me? Family. And we just decided to say, yo, like, if we could shed some light on our situations and help the next man, the next woman, then that's what's up. You feel me? Like, that's dope. And that's that's the biggest thing. So that's all I really got, man. I'm happy. I'm happy.
I'm
It's a
happy.
blessing.
I'm happy that we're gonna continue to do this. Definitely some things to look forward to. We got some merch dropping for the next season. I gotta be ready for this.
That's a fact, yeah.
Show some love, show some support. You feel me? We're not gonna be head cracking. We're not Gucci. We're not Louis. You feel me? We Marky and Jay. You feel me? But yeah, show some love, show some support. Keep doing what y'all doing. You feel me? Like, we love the fact that people are still giving us feedback, still telling us what they would rather see, what they don't want to see, and just kind of like putting that energy out there for us to receive it and understand what we might need to change.
Yeah.
Maybe we won't change, maybe we will, but you gotta keep watching.
You gotta keep watching, figure it out. That's what
find out. You feel me? But I want to thank everybody for watching.
Anybody want to shout out?
I want to shout out everybody, my family, my mom, my brothers, my friends. Yo, Max, what's good?
Yo, bro,
that's one of the bros. He only watch 5 outfits. Shout out to my nigga Quan.
Yeah.
You feel me? Quan Dalzine.
Yeah, my boy.
That's
the Don. Yeah,
Yo, we gonna get some Don Julio for you next time, alright?
Right.
And you feel me? Yeah. Like I feel like oh yeah, I want to shout out everybody at Bradford. Nah, shout out to everybody, yo. Shout out to literally everybody that's been showing us support, love, people that have been with us before the podcast that still watches, people that don't even watch the podcast.
Yeah.
Nothing but love to you and yours. You feel me? Like,
yeah, that's a fact. Like, we got some dope stuff coming your way. We're gonna take a little hiatus. For me, it's the season finale.
Mm-hmm.
We hype, we lit. We're gonna carry over this momentum. You're gonna see a lot more of me drinking. Feel me? But we're gonna fix it up though. We're gonna make sure, because we hear a lot of stuff, and like I said, we a young podcast, bro. Like, we just started 2 months ago. Feel me? So, and here we are, 8 episodes in. You know, whether we slacked in some people's eyes, we got it out. We got the stuff out. I want to shout out to the other platforms that support us.
Okay.
For me, my boy Mars. Shout out to you and your cousin. For me, like y'all was definitely watching, giving me feedback.
Respect.
For me, I respect that. You never know, you might see them over here too, just to give me some more love. I want to shout out to my mom's word. Her sharing the podcast and to her friends and stuff like that, and trying to like make sure we get out there. And she keeps telling me every day, like, y'all gonna be on TV. Like she be telling me, y'all gonna be on TV. Like, you want me to put in that? I'm like, what are we gonna do? Like, yeah, we gonna.
She put it into existence.
That's a fact, and I love that. Shout out to everybody, yo. Like, no matter your situation, no matter where you are, like, even I'm shout out to the people that sit here, they watch 3 seconds of our, from if you watch it from three seconds, or you watch it all the whole hour and some change, like, I
at least you
respect
clicked on it.
Yeah, like you clicked on it. You feel me? Like,
you was curious.
I mean, you dropped a like and you just kept it pushing. You just dropped a comment, even if you didn't watch everything. Whatever the case was, like, if we come up in conversations, like, yo, thank you for that as well. But yeah, man, like you said, shout out Max, shout out Kenny, shout out Van, his brother Tyjon, shout out, like, AJ, free my boy AJ, man.
Free the bro.
Z, my little brothers, word, like, our little brothers. My boy Caesar, feel me? Everybody that everybody subscribe, everybody just watching just cause you just stumbled upon Life at 30 because you happen to have been looking for something else, and YouTube said, like, you might like this, like, yo, thank you. You feel me? If I never met you in person and you just, like, you feel me, like, oh, those 2 guys, like, let me see what they talking about real fast. Like, if you don't watch it, but you listen to it on your way to work or whatever you're going, like, I hope that, you catch a good vibe from us. I hope that, that you like it and you come back for real, like,
no, for real.
Yeah.
Hopefully you took something from what we said too.
Yeah.
Because every day there's a little bit of a life lesson in all the stories that we tell.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
It really is.
Fact. Shout out Rakim, word, bro. I mean, Ross,
Oh, what was that? Bang. Yo, so you trying to get one more game?
We're running.
Come on, bro.
That's crazy how you just smacked me.
Nah, you know how I get sound. Go ahead. You good.
No, you do.
Nah, I just
I did
dealt.
awesome.
I just dealt that one. Let's go.
I can't wait till we watch this back. You're gonna be like, bro, he definitely dealt with
Nah,
that.
he didn't. Come on, bro. You know how I get down.
I don't know how you get it up.